What's up? I'm Jack from Fickle Friends, here in my studio in sunny Brighton. I want to talk you through how I produced our track, Pretty Great. Yeah, the track started like after me and Natty we had a session with someone which went all right, but kind of didn't really get anything out of it. So then we kind of decided to open a bottle of wine and just try something new. I picked up the guitar, which we don't usually write like that, but I just picked up the guitar, started kind of just jamming. Basically I played these chords, which are like the main chords of the song. And we literally just we just wrote the vocal melody around this around the chords, around this guitar line, and we probably wrote the song in just that evening, and it was just done. So then that was it. Went to sleep, woke up, and then we came in and started on the production. So we already knew we had probably a really quick recording of the guitar, but then I probably started with the drums, just starting building up the kit, which consists of, it's really simple. This is the most simple thing ever. Started off with my kicks. This is my go-to, called Valve kick. That's my name, Valve. So it's basically, that's my phone, don't worry about that. It's basically just your standard live sounding punchy kick. It's great, use it for everything. And then just lay it out with a couple more, which that's your electronic vibe. And don't know what that's doing, but that's just there, laying up a load of those. So together, really simple. And then for the kit sound, sometimes we go to a studio and record live kit, or we're playing live hats, but because we just wanted to get this done quickly, because we were so excited about it, got up this loop, which is, I think it was, if I open out what this was, it was that's what it was. It's perfect, exactly what we wanted, but I wanted to have more control, so I just got rid of the drums and just made it pretty much just hats. And then layered that up with another one, which is a really simple loop there. I think probably got that off Splice. Let me see if I can find it. I think I got loads of these drum bits off Splice because we were just really rushing through. If I go on drums, that'll help. That's probably it. Yeah, I think I just chopped it to be what I needed, which was just straightforward beat. And then probably put in a couple snares, really simple. Just your standard indie pop snare. That is it. And then some 909 hats over the top of that, just to they're not actually doing much. They probably don't even need to be there. So that's it. That's your beat. I just wanted to keep it really simple. And then I knew we wanted some kind of cool percussion, something a little bit different to what we usually do. And we had the Sheryl Crow track, is it All I Wanna Do? I had that in mind. So she's got this little thing, you know, that little wood block. I believe it's called, this is it. What is it? Here we go. So this is, I think it's called a Guero or Guero, I'm not sure, but I think I just found a loop of that, because I don't actually own one of these. So I just found a loop and just chopped it to fit, but yeah. It gives a nice little feel. I'll listen. that's it. So that's the kind of like the main kind of chorus beat really. And then for verses, it's so simple. It's one of the same loops from before. That's it. And then percussion comes back in. Yeah. I wonder if there's any more loops I use for the pre-chorus. Maybe. Yeah, this one's quite cool. Just got some bits going on. I mean, you can't really hear it in the track, but it's just adding some kind of sick vibes. Here we go. Just something to get your head moving, you know what I mean? And then that's kind of it really for the drums. Like, just same thing repeated for the chorus, and then you've got like little bits of crashes, kind of like white noise crashes, that kind of thing. Oh yeah, and the other thing we added for the percussion was this little, is it this? Oh yeah, just a bit of kind of like some kind of conga type drum. I think I got it off this this keyboard. I'm not sure if you can see this keyboard, but it's the Roland Juno DI. So it's not like the retro Juno, it's just this like really crappy, cheap kind of like Roland keyboard with all these like sounds, like you got your piano sounds, do you know what I mean? But I think I went on rhythm. Yeah, there they are. So yeah, they're not actually in time. Yeah, I think I deliberately played it like just a bit loose to give like some kind of live element, because there's not much of that going on in this. So that was it. Oh, and then there's also these little noise. Oh yeah, it's called weird woo noise. So they go, I think they're just on the snares. And that's another one there. It's from a drum which is, I think it's Brazilian drum, which is like, I think it's called a Quaker drum. And it's like, it's kind of got a skin, but it's got like, inside the drum, it's got like a little stick, and you just kind of hold it and you kind of make that noise. I think it's also called a monkey drum, because I think that sounds a little bit like a monkey. I don't know, I've never actually heard a monkey, but I believe it's something like that. So yeah, that was it. Like, just putting in some interesting sounds. They're gonna... Bit of cowbell, which definitely wasn't played live. I just kind of got a sample and popped that in. Yeah, I think that's it for the drums, really. I think it's all around that rhythm, that kind of dun 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 dun. So I think I just found stuff to kind of put in there. So I started with the cowbell, and then I think like put some toms in, kind of doing that rhythm as well. There we go. That sounds quite cool. What's that? That's obviously just a splice sample. Yeah, really simple, but just something to kind of accent that rhythm. Yeah, and I don't think much else happens. Oh, there's a sick fill. Again, it was a splice loop. I did take a lot of loops from Splice for this track. Again, we were just trying to get it done really quickly, so just gonna throw in stuff in, but it sounded cool. I think it's this one. Yeah, I love it. Don't even know if I did much to that. Oh, what's it called? Here it is. Yeah, so I just chopped it a little bit, but it sounded so good. There's like not much EQ in it or anything. Just some compression and stuff. So, oh, another little loop there, stolen from Splice. There you go. I love that. Yeah, that's sick. So that's it, and then you've got like the outro. Still the percussion. So like, for the bass, again, there's so little here. It's so simple. I think, what have I got? So simple. Again, everything's on that rhythm. Do you know what I mean? Nothing's really. I didn't want to kind of make it too complicated. I just wanted to keep everything doing this dun 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 dun. So you've got this bass, which is omnisphere, if that opens up. Yeah, it's just like just a preset on omnisphere. I think I might have fucked with it a little bit. So what have we got here? It's just the CLA 2A, which just gives, I use it on like everything, or at least to start with, I just throw this on. It just kind of gives like so much punch. I always put that on bass. And then EQ is really simple. I've probably kind of bounced it, and then, well, I haven't bounced it because it's like that. So that's it. And then R bass is just, yeah, just gives just extra frequency. It just gives you kind of that, you just like accentuate little subby kind of frequencies. I love it. So that's that, and this one it's, I guess, similar. So a couple of EQs, and actually more kind of like 80s kind of vibey sounding bass. But I've got this H delay, but I've used the chorus on this delay. If you go on like modulation and there's a chorus, and I think it's like the best chorus. It's so much character. It's like, just a little bit of that, but it just kind of gives it, makes it a little bit wider and a little bit more kind of, I don't know, it just gives it character, but like not too much, doesn't fuck with it too much. The patch for that is, let's see, don't know what that is. So classic DCO bass. Yeah, probably just kind of, it's made up of a few little, so it's got different octaves in there. So I've got that's doing the high octave. Oh, so two high octaves and then one low. Because we didn't need much, because we've already got that other one doing all the subby stuff. So yeah, and as you can see, it's like, it's just those two basically doing all of the bass for all of the choruses. So that's it. Nothing changes, like for all the choruses, that's it. And then the only bit of like real bass we recorded in is for the verse, which you can barely hear. It's just adding a little bit of something. And I've got this Valhalla Uber mod, which I use too much. I've had to like, it's like a problem. I've had to start cutting down on that. But just using it a little bit here, just to give a little bit of chorus. Do you know what I mean? It's not doing too much. And then the only other bass for the pre-chorus is this. I mean, I've bounced that, so I don't know what it is, but I think it was on Element, and it's just, yeah, standard bass sound. And it's got a little bit of a pumper on it, a little one knob pumper probably, which I've used that on so much stuff in this track. And then you can see we've like tried to record in some bass for the chorus. It actually sounds cool. So I kind of regret not using that, but I just think it probably just added too much, and I just probably got annoyed with it, so we just left it out. And then just some little harmonies and stuff. That's quite nice. So yeah, it's another bit of real bass. Some little harmonies. Yeah, that's it. So bass is pretty simple for this track. So then with the synths, like we've already got that kind of riff, like dun, 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 dun. So I just put in, I think I just layered up loads of stuff doing these kind of, that's like the original, that kind of melody. It's kind of what I was playing on guitar when we wrote it, and it's kind of just the essence of the song. It's kind of, so everything is just doing that. I found this, I know it's on this this plugin by Output called Analog Brass and Winds, and it's just like, I think I just go to it because I don't want like a synth sound or something. I just want something weird. Yeah, and you can, yeah. It adds weird little plucky kind of sounds, and I think that I've labelled it though, so Ghost Slap will probably be, maybe if I can see it here. I cannot see it, but I know what I can do. I don't even know how to use this. Right, oh, here we go. Oh, that is Ghost Slap. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I think on there, just again, that compressor and some EQ, and it's pretty much what we use. Oh, I've made it shorter and probably put a gate on it or something. Then what's this one? Air Plucks. That's nice. Which maybe is Air Slap. Uh-oh. Here we go. I think it is that. And what I've done is just put like a little plate reverb on it or something like that. But yeah, so we kind of layered up a few of those and warm chords as well. That's a mystery. Don't know what that synth is, but you know, he's pretty simple stuff. It's all doing the same rhythm as the bass. So far, everything's just sticking to that rhythm. Everything's doing that basically. What else have we got here? Oh, okay. And then for the verses, it's the same thing. It's like, it's this soft chords. Same thing, which I think is still here. It's just this little Logic thing. I've never used it before. Just a little kind of sampler thing. But I just think I just turned it on. I just opened it accidentally and it was just that sound. I thought, sick, I sorted. Oh, so that's what that other one down here is as well. But yeah, really simple, and that just kind of, it's just subtle, do you know what I mean? It doesn't really get in the way of anything. Then you've got lots of kind of little kind of moist makers, I call them, just little bits, the kind of little drones. Don't know what that is. It's just obviously something I've just looped it like do, 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 do. Just for a pickup for like the second half of the verse, and then verse rise note. Some kind of odd vocal thing, which unfortunately I've bounced. I don't know where it came from, but it probably comes from Exhale, which I think I can open up actually and find. So yeah, more mystery chords. They sound sick, but I have no idea how I made them. They're bounced, so. Yeah, so for the chorus, you've got all the same stuff, but I've obviously put in, just to kind of open it out, so it actually kind of sounds kind of like a chorus, a bit bigger, do you know what I mean, without it. It kind of adds all the mids and the kind of lows that it was missing. So this, Start Your Engines. This is definitely a preset. This is the laziest production ever. So, but it is, I think it's in here. Once this loads up. So this is Exhale. It's just, you can kind of just go to it for like weird like vocal textures which you wouldn't know are vocals, but it has loads of cool presets and you can kind of mess around with them. So yeah. So find another one. So I was going through these. Start Your Engines is the one. Got a little arpeggiator on it as well. And that's it. Would have taken off the reverb and then probably like EQ out all the lows. We do not need those. Yeah, I've probably done a little bit more to it, but it's pretty much just the preset. Yeah. So that's the kind of chorus. That's pretty much all it is. Got this shitty chords they're called, because they will sound shit. Oh, I hate them. And that's probably like again, Omnisphere, like this little Juno patch or something, but it needed something kind of high up. I tried to tuck them in so you can't really hear how crap they are. Well, they're not crappy, you know. They're a bit weak. And then, yeah, more moist makers up here, little string hits. Probably just reverse that same string hit. So simple. And then I don't think anything else really changes. You've got, this is nice, this little siren I found, a little sample. So that's just like a siren sound. And I've definitely like pitched it so it ends on the right note. Just nice, it just hangs over into the middle eight quite nicely. Oh, that's quite nice. Again, mystery sounds, don't know where they're from, but just adding little kind of atmospheric kind of textures really. So here we've got this one. That is, oh yeah, that's a hook that I kind of put in earlier on. So, oh, here it is, hook one. It's kind of like, to be honest, the sound, I know the sound would have been really simple. Then I would have put on like a distortion, a reverb, and then the one knob pumper, and just kind of, which I use for everything, I'll pop it on. But I like kind of like pumping my reverb so that it all kind of, I've obviously just used it a little bit. And then I remember in the middle eight there was just a gap and we didn't know what to do, so it cuts out to this, you like need something, so I just filtered that same thing, one knob filter. So it's like, yeah, I just kept that on, pretty subtle, quite nice though. Yeah, I don't think anything else really changes with the keys, it's pretty much it. So the guitars are like, I think there's just the main one doing that lead line. Yeah, very simple. Recorded it in with the Kemper. Can't remember what preset, what sound it was, but can't remember the amp or anything. But did that again. The Uber mod, which is just sick. I mean, I'm barely using it, just a little bit of chorus. And then H delay for like a slap. It's quite nice. I think I've done the same for, then there's like harmonies, which I probably would have. all down the middle as well, so it's like, I think they're all down the middle because they've all just got a chorus, so they're just quite wide. And they've all got the same thing on them pretty much. A little bit of plate reverb as well. Yeah, everything's still sticking to that kind of main riff. And then, oh, the verse chords are really nice. So they're still doing the riff, but they're kind of in the chord form, if that makes sense. Yeah, they're nice. And then there's another one. I didn't actually record these in. I think I recorded them in and they just sounded rubbish, so we got our guitarist Cheps to come and help us out. But that's so nice. Yeah, all kind of still doing the same thing, and then free guitar. That's quite cool. I think I just played that in. We put just like a load of chorus on it. That was like something else as well, some kind of like phaser or something. But that's it. And then what else have we got? Little textural pieces. Oh, that's nice. Sick. What are these? Guitar extra, an extra something. They're just there, yeah, just kind of helping out that little bit. Oh, these are quite nice. Again, same thing as I did before. Like, popped on the. So this is it. That's it on its own. Little vibrato. Oh, that's so nice. Should have just left it like that. H delay doing the chorus, of course. Oh, my favourite distortion, which is the Manny Marroquin distortion. Oh, it sounds like a synth, do you know what I mean? So nice. I kind of regret I should have used more of that, but anyway. So I've got that, and then the reverb. And obviously, naturally, just put the old one knob pumper on it. Yeah, so in the track it's like. More of that, and the only other guitar is kind of the outro bit, which I really love this. Yeah, that's sick. I think the sound anyway was quite cool, so if I take all my stuff off, it's like. A lot of ghost notes and that, and then I think the chorus, H delay chorus, H delay slap, and then just widen it a bit with this S1 imager. Love it. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, so Natty's vocals would be really simple. If they weren't muted, that would be good.
Is someone at a party? apparently they were pretty great. I've not a clue what they look like, cause they were all up in my face.
So they're like bone dry, and then we've just got this little verse, small verb, which...
Get someone at a party, apparently they were pretty great.
Can't remember what verb I used, but it's really tucked under there, Jimmy. You barely want to hear it. Just without it, it's kind of a bit...
Get someone at a party, apparently they were pretty great.
So that's the kind of thing, just little bits of verb, and then I think the...
In the background there were fireworks exploding. I could tell.
Pre-chorus, you've got this really nice... Well, it's not really pre. Second half of the verse, you've got this really nice, like, washy kind of verb. Which I think would have just been... I think what it would have been is this Valhalla verb, which I would have probably done, let's just test it, is maybe this Valhalla room. Oh yeah, that's the one. So that's it, just do that, bounce it, so I've got more control over it.
In the background there were fireworks exploding. I could tell it was a bit.
It's just tucked under there, you know, atmosphere. Then bits of delay. I've like automated the delays to go up where I want them and that. That's it, really simple harmonies. They're probably like totally dry.
It felt like love, it felt like love.
They're almost dry.
I can't remember.
Pre-chorus vocals, I've got like a little filter I think on them.
I can't remember why.
Just this like filter freak by Sound Toys, and how have I done that?
No, I can't remember.
Just to kind of take some of the top off, so it kind of you got somewhere to go for the chorus. And obviously done the same with this verb as well. Just like done the verb, sidechained it. Yeah. And I think for the second pre, actually, I think I added in some harmonies, which a lot of people can't ever tell that I'm singing because I kind of do it and I tuck it in and like filter it and stuff. But so no, I can't remember. Yeah, so really filtered. I filtered it, then bounced it, and then put the one knob pumper on it as well. No, I can't remember. I don't know why I must have been really obsessed with this when I did this. So, but then. No, I can't remember what is her name. So all together with Matty's. So.
No, I can't remember what is their name.
That's quite nice actually. And then you've got, I've probably just done their name, just like saying that. Lovely. Yeah, I've bounced those, but they're just like, actually. Yeah, it's just like a really long tail in that reverb. And then,
'cause I drank tequila and got carried away. I just can't get you out of my head. Sharing our secrets in my best friend's bed. The only thing that
again, it's got.
I just can't get you out of my head.
That's an H delay used on that lead.
I just can't get you out of.
And then, yeah, it's all pretty simple. And then, like, it's a really nice harmonies in the second half of the chorus. I'll show you them. They are nice.
Now I'm alone and I feel so dead. Wish I could be talking to you instead. The only thing that I refuse to forget is when you said I was the fucking best.
Sound kind of like country vibes to me. And that's what we were kind of hoping for. But yeah, they're all really dry. I mean, just like, I think they're all just double tracked. It's not too nothing too fancy, not laid them up that much. All the harmonies just double tracked. And then obviously you've got this little vocal repeat.
When you said I was the fucking best. When you said I was the fucking best.
Which, if you're a producer, then you kind of know the sound toys that I use for that, which would have been like...
Used to forget is...
Probably would have just bounced that and gotten up the old altar boy, and I think
when you said I was the fucking best.
you can just done an octave, so like high octave.
Get us when you said I was the fucking best.
And use the drive, because the drive on this is pretty
Get
simple.
us when you said I was the fucking best.
And then for the other one, same thing, but would have just...
Get us when you said I was the fucking best.
Just done that. Really simple stuff, but adds a nice effect to it. More of the same for the middle eight.
How much did I miss?
Just a dry vocal, and then we've
And
got
then it hits me like
a really overly sidechained reverb. I just obsess with it.
all comes flooding back and I remember, yes, I remember it all. I do it, I get dressed, rolling a cigarette with such fairness.
Nothing changed, with different lyric in the last chorus, but like all the harmonies are exactly the same. They're all pretty dry. And then the last thing on the track is just another one of my hidden vocals, but I just like, Natty sings quite softly, so sometimes just like to kind of shout it and then tuck it underneath so it kind of gives it a bit more punch.
Yeah, it was a fucking mess.
Which,
Yeah, it was a fucking mess.
I've used my go-to Uber mod to kind of widen it, give it some chorus, and then the Manny Marroquin distortion again, because it's just
Yeah, it was a fucking mess.
it's amazing. So I think that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it and or learned something. Be sure to check out our single Pretty Great out now.